Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around a little over 4 years, putting in solid foundations so that we can be here for many generations to come. And we are now in a position where we are expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency to benefit all our citizens. All our citizens hold our currency. And anybody can become a citizen. All you need to do is come along and register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. There is no fee and there is no obligation. Once you become a citizen, you are recognised as equal to every other citizen. We have a non-separatist ideology, which means we don't pigeonhole people because of their age, gender, race, colour, class, creed, or anything else. We just see everyone as a human being, each human being being unique, and so having something unique to offer our community and therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. And we'll be having a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment. Before the affirmation, we'll have a little prayer to help us find what everybody seeks in life, which is true happiness, not short-term pleasure. Let's not confuse pleasure with happiness. Happiness comes from within, and it's earned only through loving service to others. It's not something you can buy. A lot of people with a lot of money still looking for something. They don't know what it is. They don't know how to get it. They're not happy. Seek happiness first, and you will find that everything else that you want and need in life will become available to you. It'll start being attracted to you, whether it's relationships, money, houses, travel, whatever it may be, it'll happen for you if you go about life in the right way, being of loving service to as many people as you can, in as many ways as you can, and offering as much value in that service as you can. Okay, with that said, we'll be getting started after I've welcomed people in. So welcome to all of you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. We have a lot of members that watch the replay because 7 p.m. London time isn't a convenient time for everybody every day. And we have replays going back right from day one. They're available in our Facebook group and page, and also in YouTube. So let's just have a look. We've got a few people in here now that have been letting us know where they're from, and that's always interesting for everybody. We've got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Peter from Kettering in England, Werner from South Africa, Deborah from Southern Alabama, United States, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Maureen from London in England, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Mary from Chicago in the USA, Norman in from Doncaster in England, Colin in from Johannesburg, South Africa, Richard from Devon in England, and Renee in from Holland. Okay. And I'm sure there'll be more, and some people also that probably watching, and for whatever reason, they don't want to just put their name and country in the comments section. But we've got another one that's popped in already, Derek from Wado City in Nigeria. So welcome to everybody, and let's get started right away, and then we can give you the updates and then answer any questions that may crop up. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And we have Rangana in as well from Sri Lanka, and Parmand from Suriname. Okay. A little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. Updates. KYC is the main update we have. It is in fact loaded. New members are being directed to and completing their KYC. But there are one or two little things that we've been working on today, and such as, where are we? There's one thing about the rewards that are being paid. We're changing those and the structure of them. And obviously, if you've already done a KYC and been rewarded for it, we don't want to be paying you again, seeing as we have to pay for the KYC as well. Okay. We also have the function that will be enabled that will say, okay, you're allowed 2 shots at our cost of getting your KYC completed. If you are declined on 2 occasions, then you will have to pay $2 for every additional verification, which is what we pay to the system. We want to delete old pending logs. So we'll give an hour for that. We don't want the database cluttered up with a lot of pending things. And there are 1 or 2 other little minor things, but they're all completed, but not actually loaded. So they'll be loaded into the live site tomorrow. And then we can remove your KYC if you've already completed it on the old system. And the reason for that is we must have all the KYC in the same place so that we can check for duplicate entries. And also we need to get away from the old system, which was it served its purpose for quite a while, but really wasn't very good, wasn't very accurate. And if we have a problem with legalities like money laundering and things, which happens to most organizations that are paying out significant amounts on a regular basis, a lot of them wouldn't have stood up. So we have to get everybody onto that new base. Now, it won't affect you until you come to make a withdrawal. But when you do make a withdrawal, you will find that you have to, and I'm talking about a withdrawal from the exchange to your wallet outside of We Share Abundance. Anything internal, no problem. But once you want to take funds outside of our community, then you do need to be KYC verified and active member. And so if you've not used the new system to put that in place, you will be prompted to do that at the time of your withdrawal. There's no panic to do it because it will as I say, it will not affect anything other than your withdrawal. What will also happen when you do the new KYC is it will populate your profile with accurate information based on what you have registered with your government, that government ID. So it will fill in that information in your profile. It's a step eliminated for new members, of course. Many of you that are existing members that have done everything will have already filled in your profile. But when you do your KYC, it'll make that all standardized in the same format for everyone. And that will have benefits going forward in the future. Okay. So that's the main thing. It's taken pretty much all day to do that. It will be loaded tomorrow. And at that time, the old database of KYC will be deleted. So the only people that will be showing are new members that have come in and completed their KYC. When the new member does join, they're directed to do that KYC verification, and that will fill in their profile, and the jobs are done deal then. But they do have an option, if they don't want to do it at that time, to skip that verification. As I say, they can do everything within our community without the need for that. It's only when anybody wants to take their money, convert it into their local currency to spend, or even convert it into different cryptocurrencies to use elsewhere for whatever reason, then that is when it becomes necessary. So that is what we've been on, and that is where we are. Today I did get a message out to members, and I also emailed my list regarding the ShareHope plan. I'm not sure how effective that will be, but it was mainly aimed at existing free members to give them the chance to get upgraded as early as possible, before next Friday really, which is the best possible time for them, and to leapfrog everybody else in the power line. And so it doesn't matter if we've got a member that joined today and they upgrade their ShareHope, boom, they'll be above the other 40-odd thousand that haven't upgraded. And that's what will show in their power line, because everybody that upgrades after that will be beneficial to them in some way. It will move them closer to a financial benefit, or will actually be a financial benefit for them. Okay, let's have a look here. Just a minute. We got a couple of questions, I think. We got Don. It would be great if when people sign up under our ShareHope link, they would also automatically be entered into WeShare Abundance. They are, Don. In fact, when they register, or when they click on the link to register for ShareHope, it takes them to the WeShare Abundance registration page. And that is where the registration is completed. So they go into the power line, they go into WeShare Abundance generally. It's all part and parcel. And we've got Nankiep in from Nigeria, Kingsley in from Manchester. Apparently we've got some good news from Kingsley today. I just saw, before I came live, a message from him saying that finally, after 3 failed attempts with 3 different dealerships, the dealers don't understand Beyond Infinity. Why should anybody want to pay you? Why should they be buying you a car from there? Why don't they just say, well, yeah, sure. When we get the money, you can have your car. But they don't understand what's going on, and the hassle, and they make a mess of things. Anyway, after 3 failed attempts, apparently he is getting things sorted out now. and I think he said with a Renault dealership. So he's looking forward to getting his free car from Beyond Infinity, and I look forward to him getting it and enjoying that. We've got Peter in from Cameroon. Eric, so if I have moved from my previous place, the system will automatically enter my new address with the new KYC. Yes. When you do your KYC, it will populate your profile with the information in your government's information, whatever. Okay, not quite sure how to explain that, but whatever you've got listed in with your government, it will populate your information in your profile. We got Sam in from Nigeria, I think. Yeah, I'm sure it's Nigeria. He's not mentioned the country, but I'm sure he is at Nigeria. Okay. So that is what's going on there. And that's what's going on with We Share Abundance. The email and the message I sent out hasn't had a massive effect on things, and I'll give you the numbers in a moment. But it takes time sometimes for people to think about things and get going, and even to read the message. I mean, I sent the message, can't remember when, probably about 11 a.m. London time. So what, about 8 hours ago? A lot of people won't have even seen it yet. So we'll see what effect it has. And of course, I will be backing it up. You've got to, when you're promoting anything, you've got to promote it several times, 6, 7, 10, a dozen, until people are sick of seeing it, really. For some people, that may happen after once or twice, but for most people, they just keep seeing it, and eventually they think, well, I bet, I'll have a look at that. It keeps cropping up. Something must be happening, and they make that leap of faith. Okay, we got Maureen in saying my surname has changed since I joined We Share Abundance. Will I be able to put in my new name when I redo my KYC? It'll automatically fill in your name, Maureen, for whatever is current with your document when you do it. It will populate everything from the information. You're in the UK, so the UK, whatever it is, if you use your driving license, it'll populate it from the driving license, or your passport from the passport authorities, or whatever. Yeah, it'll all be automated. Like I say, no mad rush to do it. It's not going to affect anything until you actually are taking money out of our community to anywhere else. Okay, let's have a look at the numbers. Where are we? Yeah, we have an increase of 7 in the ShareHope plan to 439. Hopefully we can get that number up quite a bit in the next few days before we run the matrix again on Friday. I stress again that if you bring in 3 people and encourage everybody that you bring in to do the same, you will move extremely rapidly through the system and the rankings and start making some decent money within a matter of weeks. just concentrate on getting at least 3 people that will do the same, and you'll be amazed after a few weeks how your income, business, and happiness has grown. Okay, we have, it's a bit dark in here, should have put the light on. It's been a dark day today, a lot of cloud about. We had an increase of 110 in the 777 plan. Once again, that's a good increase. I think that's the first time we've been over 100 in a day in the 777 plan, apart from when we've been allocating from our pool. Still no pool allocations being completed at the moment, so that's good. That's up to 20,464. Not very long ago, we were saying, let's get it to 20,000. You know, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. And now we're almost another 500. So let's see if we can get it to 21,000 now. Okay. Once we start allocating from the pool, of course, it'll shoot up quite drastically. But if eventually that pool will be exhausted, and then we will switch the marketing emphasis, because it will basically be a situation of you join us and you will automatically, after 7 days, unless you upgrade sooner, be put into the 777 plan with an assisted position, because that'll happen once we've exhausted our existing base. We'll have positions being there that people haven't put their loved ones into, or put in, not necessarily loved ones, but hopefully they love everybody, but people that are looking for something that is viable and profitable, and are prepared to go out and refer others. That's the way you build your business. Look for networkers. If you do put in family members, remember that you're going to have to work for them unless they are networkers or can be persuaded to become networkers. Because if you introduce your mother and father and they don't really know much about anything and say, okay, yeah, put me in, they're unlikely to introduce a lot of people themselves. So you're going to have to do a little bit for them. Okay. We had an increase of 83 in our registered members to 46,627. I say the light's not bad. My eyes are not good in bad light. After the Lord Mayor's show yesterday with Multiply Weezy going up $8 in our bonus pool, it's not gone up today. Well, it has a few cents, about 50 odd cents, I think 60 cents or something. But we did have an increase of 8 in our email verified members. So that that is quite surprising. But anyway, there you go. Those are the numbers. And we got Reynold in from Trinidad and Tobago. He says, I've got 2 questions in my share. Oh, back office there I have. 2 of my referrals upgraded and I see the bonus earned for both of them. But when I view Matrix, they are not there. All spaces are showing not active. Could you shed some light on that, please? My next question is, why BEP20 are being used in exchange and not TRC20? You may have mentioned it somewhere and I miss it. Okay, good questions. Thank you, Reynold. People that join and upgrade, you will get paid immediately your referral commission. So that's why you see your referral commission, that $5 from their $10 immediately goes into your wallet and is available to be withdrawn. However, we can't put them in the matrix until Friday when we do the matrix upgrades, because we place people in the matrix not in the order in which they upgrade within the current week, but in the order that they are in the power line in the current week. So what it means is you might get, let's suppose we get 3 people that upgrade, and one's position in the power line is at number 100, one is at number 500, and one is at 5,000. But the one at 5,000 upgrades immediately after we've run the matrix last time. So he's immediately upgraded, his sponsor gets his $5, and he's there ready to go into the matrix. And then the other 2 upgrade in whatever order. When the matrix is upgraded, it is not based on the fact that somebody paid earlier in the week. It's based on that power line position. So the guy that was at whatever I said, 500 or 5,000 or whatever I said he was at, will actually be in the matrix after the other 2 people that have upgraded because they were above him in the power line. And that is why you won't see them until we run the matrix every week, and it'll be run every week at 5 p.m. London time on a Friday. So anybody that upgrades, great, you'll get paid your $5 immediately. But or if you're a free member even, you know, and you introduce somebody that upgrades, they're never going to go into your matrix because you're not in the matrix if you're a free member. But you will still earn a referral commission, and you'll get an instant $2.50 as opposed to $5 if you're a free member. But those people cannot be placed until we see how many people we've got to place, what their order was in the power line, and they're placed based on that power line order. So that's the first part of the question, which I hope I've answered with enough clarity. BEP20 rather than TRC20. TRC20 is on the Tron blockchain. We don't have our token on the Tron blockchain. We have it on the Binance Smart Chain. And that is why we're using the Binance Smart Chain version of Tether token, which is the BEP20 token. Many exchanges are interchangeable between the two. Now, I know that exchanges vary what's available in different countries, but and I know that Nexo, which I use a lot, is not available in a lot of countries, but it's a great exchange if you can get into Nexo. Nexo, when you have Tether USDT, it just shows the total, no matter what blockchain it was paid into your account from, whether it was Ethereum blockchain, whether it was the Polygon, whether it was Binance Smart Chain, whether it was the Tron blockchain, whatever, it just shows it as Tether. So you can get people paying you in from all different sources. And when you come to pay out, all you do is you pick the blockchain that you're going to send it on. And so it makes it really, really convenient because you can collect it in from lots of different places. And maybe they pay out in TRC20, but when you want to send it to We Share Abundance, you can just select the Binance Smart Chain to send it, and it just works seamlessly. Not all exchanges have that sort of facility. You might have to swap it from from the Tron blockchain into the Binance Smart Chain before you send it. Some exchanges may not have the Tron blockchain, but they have Binance Smart Chain, or vice versa. It varies drastically all over the world and in different wallets. So I apologize if you find it difficult to do, but that is the reason we are on the Binance Smart Chain. We're not on the Tron blockchain, and that is why we accept BP20 and not TRC20. We don't have the facility to accept TRC20 on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, we picked the Binance Smart Chain because it is less expensive and faster than the Tron blockchain. Tron used to be very low cost and one of the fastest. It's still probably one of the fastest, but it isn't as fast as the Binance Smart Chain. In fact, the fastest now is the Ton blockchain, but it doesn't have all the facilities yet that some of the other blockchains like the Binance Smart Chain has, and it's not on as many exchanges. But just as an example, I think to send TRC20 now, you're looking at probably $3 or $4 for to send maybe $100 or something like that. So it's a big lump to pay out. Whereas on the Binance Smart Chain, you're probably looking at 10 cents or something like that. A big difference. And it is actually faster as well. Okay, I hope that's answered that for you, Renal. We got Sam in. For the past 4 years, I've been logging in every day for the pool, but until now, I've never withdrawn anything. I am in pool 6. So you will have accumulated a good lump of wealth, Sam, and get going in the ShareHope plan. You've got plenty of money to withdraw from there, and you qualify for that through the ShareHope plan. In time, as we create community liquidity, then there will be ways that you can withdraw based on our community liquidity. But at the moment, we don't have community liquidity. We don't have absolute liquidity on the blockchain in the market. We don't have speculators coming to us for our currency yet. All this will happen in the future. I can't tell you when, but if you want to just wait, then that'll happen. Just keep accumulating, and when it does happen, it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years from now. I don't know. Blockchain took about 12 years before you could do anything much with Bitcoin. We've been around with the ShareHope token not long, actually. I mean, we did convert from the Visa token because we had runaway inflation on that token. So we had to do what any government would do, and that is issue a new currency, and we did. And to avoid runaway inflation again, we will only release what we have the liquidity for. Now, you can build your own liquidity pool through the ShareHope plan. And with a little bit of effort, you can build it very quickly. Or you can get involved and it'll build for you eventually. Once again, we can't give you a time limit on that because it depends on too many variables for everyone. It will be different for every member that is in the plan. But if you want to make withdrawals from that ShareHope wallet, at the moment, the only way you're going to be able to do that is through the ShareHope Powerline plan. Okay? I know perhaps that's not the answer that you wanted, but it is the honest answer. And it does safeguard the value of our currency for those members that are able to withdraw. It means that they can get whatever is in the dashboard in your back office for their tokens, $312 or whatever it is, I think. In time, that will start increasing again as we get into more and more members getting tokens, more people in the pools. At the moment, there's only about 2,000 people in Pool 6. Once we've got 50,000 people in Pool 6, it will start pushing that value up again. And that will happen. But I can't give you a date, okay? Eric's offering a bit of advice there about exchanging from, I think, from TRC20 to BP20. He says Simple Swap works pretty well. Yeah, I've heard of Simple Swap. I've never used it, but it's been around a while. I think it's probably pretty safe, and I think it's, generally speaking, available in most countries. But I can't guarantee that because you never know. So there you go. But thanks, Eric, for that tip. Reynolds says, thank you. I've forgotten my manners. Greetings to everybody from Trinidad and Tobago. Not at all, Reynolds. We all slip up with saying hi or whatever. If you choose to apologise, I'm sure that it's accepted by everybody, although it wasn't necessary. Kingsley says, but the gas fees for same, I'm not sure whether that should be some, is very high. The gas fee for Binance Smart Chain usually is very low. I don't know what you're referring to in that. Gas fees are the terminology used for the fees that an exchange will charge you for moving your money. Maybe even an internal exchange within their wallet from one currency to another, or from one blockchain to another. And that, once again, will vary to a large extent. But it's pretty standard that if you're sending money on the Tron blockchain now, you're going to be paying in dollars for those fees, whereas on the Binance Smart Chain, you're going to be paying in cents. Reynolds says, yeah, he understood. So I'm glad I answered your question. Thanks, Reynolds. And we got Willie in from Atlanta in Georgia, USA. No more questions? No more information to hand out? Perhaps there is a little bit, but about third-party things. What's it called? The AI Smart Desktop thing. Their site was offline for a while today, and we had all the rumour mongers in and everything, like you usually get. It happened, you only need to be down for 2 minutes, and all of a sudden you're a rug pull. But the site was down for a while, I believe. I didn't notice, but I've heard reports on it because I didn't notice because I've not been there. But I did go in just before we came here to see if they'd got anything done on the commission structure. There was a message in their Telegram group. I'll tell you what it says. It's only a short one. It says, when you log into your dashboard, you'll find there are genealogy links for Tier 1 and Tier 2 enrollments. Also, you will see a link for commission detail. For testing and auditing purpose, the first post has been limited to 20 in each. We anticipate the completed list being posted by the end of the day, USA time, on Wednesday, August the 7th. So that is like 5 a.m. in the morning on Thursday the 8th, London time. I think, I mean, it says USA time, which there could be a 3-hour differential there, but usually they're looking at Eastern Standard Time. Now and then it says only accounts that have been verified will appear in the genealogy and are eligible to be commissionable. Again, to be verified, you have to have your banking info, stroke Wyeth info submitted. Our goal is to pay on every real account. Unfortunately, numerous people have created anywhere from a few extra accounts to hundreds of extra accounts. Am I surprised at that? No, not at all. We appreciate your patience as we go through this process. Our goal is to complete the first payment for the month of July on August the 10th. I did check and nothing shows when you just log in. But if you click on tier 1, I did have 20 people listed in there. So if they're going to pay me commissions on just those 20, I say me, us really, I should say, because I'm just running the account for We Share Abundance administration, and any commissions we get will go in the treasury. But if we do get paid just on those 20, and I suspect there are quite a lot more than 20 when we get down to it, but just on those 20 at $60 each, we're looking at $1,200, aren't we? Which shared amongst 40 or 50,000 people isn't an awful lot, but shared amongst 2,000 active members, you know, people that are in pools and things like that, it's starting to make an impact. And as I say, I suppose there's going to be a lot more. They've limited it to 20 initially. I did click on the tier 2 thing and it showed no one in there. And I did notice in the tier 1 that there was one person that was in twice. So I think that that will be adjusted in time as well. I'm not sure what they're going to do with people that have created multiple accounts. It should be obvious to anybody that before they pay commissions, they're not going to pay out multiple times for the same person. So they are going to need to verify that and eliminate duplicates before they pay commissions. And it shouldn't be any surprise that a lot of people have tried it on and will have registered lots and lots of people, you know, the worms in the garden, the goldfish in the bowl, and the pet dog, pet cat, and that spider that just ran up the wall, to try and game the system. And of course, it is going to slow it down for everybody, and it is going to have to be sorted out. Otherwise, it would create instability in the system. And we don't want that. We want it to work. We don't know whether it will work until we actually receive some payments. But it looks like they're doing what they can and what they need to. And so I think that is a good indication that we will get paid, but it may be ambitious to think that it'll all be done by the 10th. It gives them 5 days, and that puts us into the weekend, the 10th. Is the 10th Saturday? The funny day to pay out on if they don't work on Saturdays. Yeah, the 10th is a Saturday. I thought it was. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But If you log in, you won't see much just on the dashboard. You have to click on those tier 1 and tier 2. As I say, nothing shows for me in tier 2, but I did have 20 names in tier 1. I'm not sure that they say you won't get paid on people unless they've got their bank information or Wise information in, but they have also said that they're working on something for people that don't have a US bank account and don't and aren't able to open a Wise account, which a lot of countries Wise is not available. They said they're going to do something about it, so I'm not sure how that affects people. Once again, it's a case of wait and see. Kingsley says Vortic United is still down. I didn't know it was down. It was up this morning, I think. Let me have a quick look there. Refresh the page. It's coming up for me, Kingsley. So I don't know what you mean by it being still down. Vortic-united.com is resolving for me and very quickly. Okay. Lost my place now. Here we go. But Vortic United, once again, that's third party. We're just going to have to wait on them. The guy that runs it could have done a runner. He could have done that 12 months ago, but he hasn't. He's still around. He's still putting things in place, and he's just asking for patience while they get the licenses sorted out. And when you're working on licenses for even a very normal business, and it can take a while to get a license for things that are involving crypto and to get licenses that are globally acceptable. It's going to be a massive headache. I mean, just to try and stay the right side of the law with what little bit we do with crypto is a pain. So you're just going to have to give the guy time. Like I say, if he was going to run off, he could have done it 12 months ago. Why should he still be around? People say, why doesn't he put in a personal appearance? Last time he did that, his life was threatened. Would you keep coming up just for people to say, we know where you are, we'll find you, we're going to cut your throat, we're going to kill your family, you know? That is Vortic. I wasn't going to talk about Vortic, but there you go. But I have talked about that AI desktop thing because it looks like there's a possibility of some people getting paid this month. And as it's free, I mean, some of you will have paid, like I paid $20, wasn't it? And they said that they'll repay that as well when they pay the commissions. So let's just wait and see. We can't do anything about it. No good speculating and making comments about things when we don't know anything. All you can do is just say, okay, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll not expect it to come out all good and full of roses and everything we wanted. But if it does, we'll be grateful. And that's all you can do about these things. Similarly, there is one that I've been mentioning to people, and that is Ton Free. Ton is, I believe, a real good investment. Just my opinion, you know, check it out yourself. Don't say, oh, Graham said that he thinks Ton's really strong, so I'm going to put hundreds of dollars into it. No. Make your own judgment. But I think it's a really solid token. Well, it's not a token, it's a coin, and they've got their own blockchain and everything, and it's really fast, and it's backed by Telegram. Now, Ton Free has nothing to do with the organization behind the Ton coin. It's just using the Ton coin. But it does give you free coins, but you can't withdraw them till you've got 500, and you can't withdraw 500 unless they are designated as active. So what's an active ton coin in their system? It's one that they are sure isn't somebody just gaming the system. And the only way they can do that is they allocate points for your activity. And once you've gained 100 points, you are considered active. Now, if I refer somebody, I get 20 ton. But until they're classed as active and got 100 points, that 20 ton is pending. Don't move into the active until they've got their 100 points. And at the moment, we've got a little bit short of 300 ton. You also get them from the free daily spins, and you can win anything. Usually it's only 0.1 of a ton. You get 5 spins a day, but sometimes you'll be lucky and you'll get 1 ton, or you'll get 10 ton. We've had 10 ton a couple of times. We've had 1 ton 2 or 3 times. We've never had anything bigger than that, but you can get 100 ton, and you can in fact get 1,000 ton. I don't know whether anybody's ever got 1,000 ton, but it's on this random spin thing. So when it gets to 500 active, only then will we know if it's genuine or not. Don't put any money into it. I've never ever told you to get involved in anything that is free like that and then put money in. So don't do it. But if you stick with it and it's free and you can work your way up to that 500 active ton in their system and they pay it out, then it's a real good deal. At the moment, most of the cryptos had a bad time. They dropped quite a lot of money. I think Bitcoin went down to about 50,000 and it was at its height about 70. So that's come down a lot. I don't know whether it's picked up or not yet, but Ton will have done the same. I've not checked it, but they will all come back. They will all come back. And even if Ton's at $5, which I think it was when I first got involved in it, if you've got 500 that are withdrawable, then that's $2.5 grand, which once again, for We Share Abundance, which will go into the treasury, it's not a huge amount shared amount amongst all our members, but it all helps. It all helps, every trickle helps make the stream, and every stream helps make the river that flows into the sea, the ocean. So that's where we are. With that, I don't know if it's a scam. People have reported it to Telegram as a scam, so they've marked it as a scam, and they've taken it off they're not taking it off, it still comes up as a removed member or something like that. I can't remember how they describe it. And it has that little box that says scam, which is a scam alert. It doesn't mean it is a scam. It means that they've been alerted that it could be. So be careful. If you don't put any money in, you can't lose any money. So we're still plugging away at it. And if it gets to 500 active and we can't withdraw, then we'll say, okay, it doesn't work. But if we get to 500 and we can withdraw, great. We've got 2,500, 3,000 or so dollars that we wouldn't have had anyway. And the website itself, if you ignore the Telegram side of it, the website itself has been upgraded and now works better than it ever has. It's faster. It used to go down a lot and you used to have to click refresh and things to get it back up and things. It seems to be working a lot better now. And so just use the website. Go there, get your free ton every day, get as many as you can. and just keep plugging away at it. And I tell you now, if it does pay out, if we do get paid out, you will find that you'll be able to say, okay, we know it works because it got paid out for the We Share Abundance account, and it's in the We Share Abundance treasury now, that free money. And people will flock in to it for you, and you'll quickly, once you get referrals that become active, get to 500 ton yourself. Okay, in the meantime, just click away on those 5 free spins every day and see how much you can build up. That will also accumulate you your points. And every time you get 100 points, you get some more free ton chucked into your account as well. And anything you earn from the spins or from those accumulations are active coins. It's the referrals that you have to wait for them to accumulate 100 points. Most people that you refer, they click a few times and then they can't be bothered. So they don't become active. We've referred lots and lots and lots of people, but there are very few that have actually maintained the interest there and become active, and so their funds have been transferred into our active account. We only need something like 100 people. I think maybe, no, not even 100. I can't remember, but we don't need many people, 50 people or 20 people. I don't know. Not 20, maybe 50. I can't remember the numbers now. To become active, and would have been at 500 long ago. Okay, so that is just it on those 2 or 3 free or third-party plans that we've mentioned. No more questions come in, so God bless you all. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook page. And until then, get out there, share some love and abundance, be of loving service to others, and you'll make their lives better, and you'll be amazed at how much it'll enhance your own personal life. God bless you all. I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.